The moment we started playing fast football at the end, we destroyed them at that point.
Obviously, I'm happy that we won, right? But I'm not really happy with the performance.
He comes on and he's linking up players and he's getting goals. He's set up. He's created both goals. He's scored one and created the other one.
Yeah.
Like he's too good for this league, in my opinion.
It's a Super Sub special here at the Lane. 2-1 to the Blades. We've beaten Stoke. Here's what you lot had to say about it. Right, we're back with Dylan, a returning guest on Sheffield United Way. 2-1, Dylan. What did you make to the game, mate?
That was a roller coaster.
Yeah.
First half was dreadful for me, except for the last 15 minutes, and then I said at half time to someone sat in front of me. I said they're going to score first, and you could see it coming. Yeah. And obviously, decent turn and finish, but I think Olsen should do better.
Probably I'm going to be one of the people who won't be like really happy with the result.
Yeah.
I think we are good. Like first 5-10 minutes we are like really fast, passing the ball, moving quickly. Then towards the kind of middle and the end of the half, it was like as we play usually. So really slow, not creating anything. And when we conceded, if you don't score, you concede goals, and we conceded one. And after that, I was like, we're probably not gonna rescue that. But then the subs and 2 goals, we won. Obviously, I'm happy that we won, right? But I'm not really happy with the performance.
Satisfying.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time in a couple of years that we've actually fought a bit and actually got something out of the game. I think last 6 months that happens, and we just sort of collapse. So it's nice to actually see, and it's nice to see someone like 𝐍𝐸 come on as well and actually, you know, have a bit of confidence and just put it away. It's great.
Yeah, the moment we started playing fast football at the end, we destroyed them at that point. Until then, we played good football, but we weren't getting through them. So we have to learn to play at different speeds in the game, otherwise we're never going to win.
Yeah. What do you think the catalyst for that change was? What sort of changed it up for you?
Speed. I think you bring in 2 guys on in, I mean, saying there, weren't you, about Osborne being probably our best player of the entire match up to that point, but you bring 𝐍𝐸, who's probably the quickest player in the Championship, on, and you bring McGoldrick, who is a bit of a baller, and you've then got 𝐍𝐸, you've got all those guys in the quick movement, and it's just straight through, and you know, they've got 4 massive lumps in the back who are all, you know, 6 foot plus.
We went round them, through them, and just beat them.
Yeah, we were a bit worried because at one point I saw Billy Sharp up next to Harry Suter, I think, I don't know how to pronounce his surname, but yeah, it's like looking up at a skyscraper, and we've this season not really done very well against physical sides, so at half time we're probably expecting the worst, but we did well in the end.
We did. We played a good Championship team there, and they were really sticking it to us at one stage, denying us any movement around the park. And good on Slav, he changed it. He had to change the formation, and if he hadn't have done that, we wouldn't have won that game. One
of the subs that came on who changed the game, 𝐍𝐸, what did you think to his performance? Do you think he can do that again for us week in, week out?
I think if he stays fit and stays like off the pitch well, I think yes, just he's too rather unreliable.
Yeah. And another player came on and changed it for us, David McGoldrick. What do you think he needs to do to start playing games?
He just needs to train a little bit harder, and I think he can start every game and do that stuff like that.
We needed changes today, and that's what helped us win the game. What would you change to start with so that we don't need these changes and we start winning games and starting games on the front foot?
Well, we've got to get our strikers scoring goals regularly, and if we can get someone like 𝐍𝐸 playing uninjured, giving him a good run of games, getting some goals, I think that will really transform the season for us.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the players coming off the pitch and they're all smiling and laughing, and that's, I mean, it's the first time in 2.5 seasons that they've been doing that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think having someone like 𝐍𝐸, you know, we all know what his injury record's like.
Yes, we do.
If he stays fit for 20 games this season, we've got a real we're going to have some good times.
I'd probably start _𝐍𝐸 because like he comes on and he's linking up players and he's getting goals. He's set up. He's created both goals. He's scored one and created the other one.
Yeah.
Like he's too good for this league, in my opinion. So.
Yeah. Well, that's big claims. Big claims.
He did it in Premier League, didn't he? So
he did, absolutely. Yeah. Who comes out of the team for you then, Joel? If you were going to put 𝐍𝐸 back in, who's going to come out of your starting 11 from today?
Probably Ndiaye. He's just last few weeks. Just don't think he had the first two good games.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. And what do you think? Why do you think that is? Do you think he's obviously a young lad? This is his first part of senior football. Do you think it's just a case of him getting up to speed, or?
Yeah, just look at the teams what he scored against. We're not really top size, so I'm not too sure.
I don't really understand what 𝐍𝐸 brings to the game. I know that he is like a talented youngster. He has a lot probably in the future. But now when I watch him, I don't see he's like impacting the game as much.
Yeah.
But today when you could see that when McGoldrick came on the pitch, he straight away kind of started moving the ball quicker. He's like a physical presence.
When you look at someone, you know, Billy is a brilliant player, has been a brilliant player for the club.
Yeah.
But he's in his mid-30s.
And he's played 90 minutes again.
Yeah.
And he's still looked dangerous in the last few minutes.
I agree, yeah. I think someone to supplement Billy, maybe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that might be what it is. But fingers crossed for 𝐍𝐸. I know his injury and eating record isn't always the best. Do you think 𝐍𝐸, as well, has he got a big part to play this season or not? Because I think we always like to think this, we always like to romanticise him as a Sheffield United player, but he never stays fit. What do you think? Do you think he can do it for us this season?
It's not a surprise that he don't stay fit. If you've seen him come on, he looks about 2 stone overweight. Like, he came on and I'm like, who's he? I couldn't recognise him.
Yeah.
But I think he could be a key player, but not starting games. If you bring him on like this, like 10-20 minutes to go if he's fit, he's lightning quick and teams start to tire. So he'll get space, he'll get chances like we've seen today.
McGoldrick, maybe his goal scoring record years gone by has probably hurt him a little bit, and it's nice for him to, because he did come on and change the game today, get the goal, because people will look at who's scored, when in reality people look at Moose coming on, equalise, a big goal, and it is, but it was 𝐍𝐸 who's done this, you know what I mean? He got he created the first one and scored the second, so fair play to him. If 𝐍𝐸 were going to come into the starting 11, which I'm guessing you would be calling for, who is he going to come in for?
I mean, that's also a tough question. We don't really have wingers as such, so he came instead of 𝐍𝐸 today for like, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure whether he can do it for like the whole match. So basically, I don't really want to have 𝐍𝐸 on the pitch, but we don't have anyone else. So it's kind of a question of...
it's a hot take.
like the better of the worst or something like that, trying to find who can actually play.
Best of a bad bunch, maybe? Yeah. I saw on Shore Review, I don't know if you watch Shore Review, but I saw them saying this morning that they're a bit underwhelmed with Slav so far. What's your take on his reign so far?
I'm not underwhelmed for the simple fact that he's been lied to. He was told we'd get 4 players in permanently, and he told we'd get wingers. He didn't get any wingers. He said it himself in interviews, like he's literally commanded from the board, like, give me what you said you'd give me. So he's doing the best with what he's got, really.
And what do you think he can get out of us this season? Let's say we're going to January. Signings are crucial, I'm guessing, from what you're saying.
Yeah, signings are crucial because I think 𝐍𝐸 is gone in January, so we need to replace him. I think Wolves will take him back.
Yeah.
And I think we just need to get some sort of winger, maybe a creative midfielder, and probably a centre back, because we're still looking weak in the defence. Yeah. So it's definitely a centre back.
What do you think to Slav's sort of reign so far? Do you think that he's still the right man to take us up?
I mean, it's too really early to actually judge. He didn't get the players he wanted. He is trying to implement the tactics and the vision he has, but he can't really do that because we don't really have wingers. We don't really have, and I mean, changing from the system we had from 5-3-2 to changing for what we are playing now, control, attacking. It's a completely different style, and it's so early to judge. Even the best players can't do it straight away, and let alone not saying we are bad, but let alone us.
Yeah.
So no, it's definitely really early to talk about it. Maybe next season after he had winter transfer window, summer transfer window, if he stays, obviously.
Is winning late on a sign of a team that might go up?
It is, but we won't go up. We will not go up. I think we'll finish 7th or 8th this year.
Yeah.
I think there's better teams in this league than us now.
Yeah. I always like to ask this, but do you think that we've still got a chance of getting up there, getting in the playoffs? Because I think
playoffs, yes.
Yeah. You think?
I think all mathematics have gone.
Yeah.
I just think that you look at, I mean, the West Brom game last night, they didn't play particularly well, but they still got a win. Yeah. You look at Bournemouth, I mean, we played the same level as Bournemouth did, but I just can't see those teams dropping many points.
Yeah. I still think we've got a chance. I really do.
Mathematics?
Yeah, because we're not halfway through the season yet.
Yeah, that's very true. And the Championship's an insane place to be.
I'm not saying we haven't got any chance.
Well, that's what he just said. said no chance.
But it is nice to be walking away from this ground with a great big smile on our face, thinking we got away with that, we've done it, and we've beaten them.
Right, so there we have it then. 2-1 at the Lane. A lot of interesting takes there. Not sure on Ante and 𝐍𝐸, but it looks like David McGoldrick's stock's gone way up, although I don't think it really needed to. Do you think we got off lucky today, Blaze? Let us know in the comment down below. And where do you want to see us outside the ground next time. Make sure you're following me on Twitter at @LVanDome. I'll be tweeting out where I am before the game, after the game. See you then.